Hello everyone, I'm Ditta from Ditta Reads, and today I'm going to do my January wrap-up video. And I have to say I had a pretty good reading month, so I've got to show you some books. So I've read like 7 books in January, and that's pretty good for me because usually I don't really read like 7 books a month because that's a bit like more than I can handle. But even though I was very busy in this month, I did manage to read 7 books. And 3 of them were from my TBR, and I haven't read everything I had on my TBR for January, but I don't really care since I did read 7 books and I'm pretty happy about that number. So yeah, so let's continue with the books, and I will start in the beginning with what I read first in January. So the first book I've read in this year was Mockingjay, and Mockingjay was a reread because I already read it, but I wanted to read it again so I could see Mockingjay Part 1 in the cinema. And I only got halfway into this book before going to the cinema, but it turned out that I was at exactly the right point in the book, so that was really a great. It was really great. I don't know what I was going to say, but it was really great, so I really got like the full experience with that. But I did finish this book this month, and I loved it. I still loved it. I did already love it, and oh, I loved it so much. And I just love Katniss, and I love Peeta. It's just an amazing character, and I'm not going to talk about it too much. So that was it about Mockingjay. The second book I've read this month. Oh wait, I didn't read a second book this month. As you might remember, I did the TBR challenge, and I've got to listen to an audiobook as a challenge, so that's what I did. So the second book of this month wasn't a book I've read, but it was a book I've listened to. And this was a real new experience to me because I hadn't listened to an audiobook ever before. But I did listen to an audiobook because I did listen to Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. I will put a picture here, I hope it's already there. And I did enjoy it so much. It was great, and I just loved the story so much, but also the way, like, I hadn't ever listened to an audiobook, so I didn't know what it would be like, and it was really amazing. I could listen to a book while going to my school, and it didn't like take me any extra time because it was time I was usually traveling, so it was like I was reading an extra book but without putting an effort in it. You know, like I still had the same amount of time I usually would have, and it was really great, and I just loved the book so much. And an audiobook, I think it's really great, and it was amazing. Thank you, Kat, for letting me experience an audiobook. I just loved it. So that was the second book from January. So both of those were on my TBR. That was really good, but then I decided I wanted to read something else, something that wasn't on my TBR. And I decided to go for In Real Life because I got it and I was excited because it was new. So I decided to read it. And this is a graphic novel about a girl, and she goes to play this massive multiplayer online game, and it's about, you know, about real life. I sound so stupid telling this because it's called In Real Life, but it's about real life and the gaming world. And you have, you know what, I'm better not going to tell the story because I might accidentally spoil it, but it's going to be about some decisions you have to make about, you know, real life or the gaming world, and I'm not doing it justice, but it is really nice, and I really love the art style. I'm going to show you the first couple of pages, not really in the middle of the book because, you know, it might be spoilery, but, you know, you've got some really nice artwork, and this is all in the non-gaming world, and then something non-spoilery in the gaming world. So that was really excited, and I really love this graphic novel. I'm really getting into more graphic novels because I really like them, but, you know, I'm not going to read them like the majority of my books because I still like, you know, the normal novel form a bit more than the graphic novel form, but I just love how beautiful the art can be and how touching a story can be and everything. So I really like this one. So next off, I read a book for my German class, and I've read The Vorleser, which is the German original from The Reader, which you might know because it also got this big movie. But I will put a picture down here from the book I've read, because I don't have a copy since I've got it from the library and I had to give it back. But I read it, didn't really like it, don't want to talk too much about it because mainly I don't really want to think about it because I really just didn't like it at all. So I want to go on to my next book, or next books, that I read because things got way more excited than this book, which I didn't like. So let's go on. So I went on, followed my TBR. I already read Mockingjay and I already listened to an audiobook. So next on I thought I was going to read Percy Jackson. And this is Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. So I thought, oh, fun book, I'm going to read it. And it was amazing! I finished it so quickly. It was amazing. I don't know why I didn't know about it earlier. Because as a little kid, I gave presentations about Greek mythology. But it was so amazing. And before I knew, I finished this book and I was already reading, like, The Sea of Monsters. And before I knew, and the month wasn't even over, I already was reading The Curse of the Titans. So I read 3 Percy Jackson books in like no time, and it was amazing. I don't know why I didn't start reading it earlier. I know there was a lot of hype about these books, but I thought that, it might be not that good or anything. But I love these books so much. I love Percy, I love Annabelle. I love these books so much. I'm going to read the other books as soon as possible, but there I was, thinking I would just, read the first one, and then, like, next month I would read the second one or something, because I wanted to read the other books in my TBR. Well, those other books didn't happen, because I liked it so much. I had to read the others too, and then the month was over, but I did read them all, and it was amazing. It was so amazing, and I still got 2 other Percy Jackson books to read. So, next month, or the month following that, or, tomorrow, anytime, I'm going to read those books, and I hope it will be so amazing. I don't know why I didn't know about it sooner. If I just would have known this as a kid, I would have, had so much fun. But I had so much fun right now, reading those books, so I'm still very happy. I'm so happy I read those books. So happy. So, yeah, that were the 3 other books I've read this month. So that were all 7 books from this month. I didn't read Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, which was on my TBR, and I also didn't read Sega Volume 4. But I did read a lot of extra books that weren't even on my TBR, and I did read 7 books in total, which I think was pretty neat, and I did read some really fantastic books that I really loved, and it was all very great. So it was a very good reading month for me. Also a really nice graphic novel, and it's like I'm doing a commercial for books while I'm talking. But anyway, this was my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great time, enjoy life, and be happy. And you will see me soon in another video. Goodbye!